on. We'll start. Move on to our first story. The Michelin stars for 2023 have been revealed. Super exciting. It was a big day for the F&B industry last night. And the highly anticipated Michelin Guide Dubai 2023 has been unveiled, and the star-studded list and the culinary capital of the Middle East did not disappoint, showcasing its vibrant and diverse food scene that continues to captivate both locals from globetrotters alike. Now, from innovative creations to timeless classics, this year's selection is a feast for the senses.
Good one. Good one.
Thank you. And the Michelin Guide Dubai announced its prestigious list at a dazzling press conference held at the iconic Atlantis Royal. And the great enthusiasm Issam Kazim, the chef executive of the Dubai Department of Tourism and Commerce Marketing, emphasized Dubai's culinary prowess, describing it as a city that boasts an array of flavors and stands as one of the world's most sought-after destinations. Now, leading the pack, Trescent Studio earned well-deserved acclaim, soaring to new heights with a remarkable achievement of 2 Michelin stars. A big congratulations.
Insane. Congrats. So this extraordinary accomplishment reflects their commitment to using top quality ingredients and crafting dishes that tantalize the taste buds with distinct flavors. Chef Akmal Anur, the mastermind behind the sensation Lovin Woodfire, expressed his delight at the restaurant's 1-year anniversary and how their culinary voice evolved, showcasing their dedication to delivering excellence to their patrons. While Trescent Studios shone bright, they were not alone in receiving recognition. The Michelin Guide Dubai also bestowed 1 Michelin star upon the 11 remarkable restaurants, renowned establishments such as Lovin Woodfire, Al Muntaha, Armani Ristorante, Haksan Hokasi, which Casey and Natasha went to, Oceani, Tasca by Jose Alviles and Torno Sabito maintained their well-deserved single-star status.
However, it was addition of Avatara Dinner by Heston and Moonrise to the prestigious list that left food enthusiasts buzzing with excitement. Now, in addition to exceptional cuisine, the guide celebrates the brilliance of chefs whose personality and talent shine through their expertly crafted dishes. And among the remarkable few to secure 2 Michelin stars were Tu Restaurante Nico Romita and Stay by Yannick, solidifying their well-deserved status, and notably Trescent Studios' meteoric rise from 1 star to 2 further attests to the remarkable journey they have embarked upon.
So along the star-spangled lineup, the Michelin Guide Dubai introduced 3 outstanding new entrants to its Bib Gourmand category, which showcases value-for-money gems. So prepare to be enticed by the Japanese-inspired 3 fills, which everyone loves it. The Balkan delights of 21 grams and the exquisite flavors of Amara, and the exceptional Indian dining experience. 3 fills I know everyone loves. Amara, a lot of people in the office.
It's brand new. It's on Sheikh Zayed Road, and I've gone for dinner there. It's exceptional. It's like a vertical by Trescent, and it is literally the most amazing food you will have, and that too, like, that's super budget friendly as well. It's not gonna like break your bank. It's very much in the middle there, but it's fine dining as well. So all of these restaurants, it's so well deserved, and you could just see yesterday, like, I think it was through the roof, the excitement and the enthusiasm, because the entire F&B industry was down there for the ceremony, and to see their chefs being rewarded, their hard work being rewarded, the entire teams were celebrating afterwards. So it's amazing that this is the 2nd year in a row.
The entire event, our CEO Richard went yesterday, and he was telling me, like, even the dining experience that he had later, it was so over the top in the best way possible. And like, it's just something you don't see everywhere. But I was wondering, for you, if you were a judge on one of these panels, what would you base them off?
I think they have a criteria.
Obviously, but like,
criteria, 5
what
very,
is it for you?
Specific ones. For me, okay, if I was a judge, what I would want to see in a restaurant, I think for me, the service it's there, okay? Like, obviously, you don't want a slow service, but it all just comes down to the taste of the food. If the service is like 5-star, but the food doesn't taste good, it just wouldn't sit well with me,
Well, what makes you go back to a restaurant? Or like, what's your one favorite restaurant and why? You know, what makes you constantly go back to that place?
I think if you find exactly what you want from the restaurant in terms of like what you're craving and how
Mm-hmm.
they make it, the amalgamations of spices, flavors, all of that, if it matches your fancy, then it's
Mm-hmm.
like that's a restaurant you want to keep going back to, you know,
Yeah,
because
for sure.
you know you will be satisfied with what you're served.
Okay, that's the exact same thing for me. Like in Oman, there's this one restaurant that I constantly go back to. It's a shisha place, but their food is amazing. You know,
Yeah.
like I love their food so much, and the fettuccine alfredo that they have there,
Oh,
you don't get it. I swear to God, I nearly ordered like two separate portions just to
mhm.
bring it back to Dubai. I love it so, so much. You have no idea. But also for me, if I go to a place and it shocks me with its like decor and just overall ambiance, I think that's it for me.
Yeah, I think obviously that's why these restaurants have earned the allocates that they have because of like, just hitting all the tick boxes
Yeah.
from having an amazing venue and being Instagrammable, aesthetic, plus food, plus
Mm-hmm.
service, plus,
Yeah.
all those things.
It's insane how Instagrammable is a criteria at this point.
It
Like,
really is
or
because you
for the
want a good
general public.
ambience.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. And you want a good Instagram photo in the process.
100%. It's like
Mm.
the food, the background comes with the food.
Mm-hmm.
The
That
background
is
eats
so
as much
true.
as you.
That is so true.
Yeah.
For sure.
100%.
Moving on to our next story. So, Aline Tamer and Nasir Yassin break up after 6 years of dating. So, yesterday, um, they took to basically all their social media accounts to announce that they've officially broken up after 6 years. The video was extremely heartfelt and gave an insider's perspective on the peaks and troughs of the relationship. And you can tell they were very much in love and so much in love still. Throughout the years they've spent together, they've visited 70 countries, fostered 50 cats, and got fake married.
So they were extremely candid as why they've decided to part ways. At some point, he said, I stopped taking her on dates. I focused all my energy into the videos and my company, assuming the relationship was fine. And that's what Nusret said in the video. And you can also see both of them sit across one another and openly discuss. Now, Elaine explains that throughout the relationship, she felt as though she'd be bidding for his attention and not having the feelings reciprocated. So it's a very tough spot for the both of them to be in, because if you see it from both their perspectives, like separately, you understand where he's coming from, you understand where she's coming from. Like he wants to build an empire, he wants to focus all of his energy on that. At the same time, she wants that for him and she wants to be there with him, but she's not getting that personal attention. So you really see both the perspectives.
I feel bad for both of them because exactly like you said, like one person is like fighting for attention, begging for attention, and just wants to be seen and heard in a relationship, and for the other person to be in a complete different stage in their life, and just have different priorities. He even said it's almost like he got no return on his investment in the relationship because he didn't see him getting anything back, which is so bold to say. It's saying, I know I'm not going to get anything out of this. I'm focusing and putting all my eggs in one basket.
I obviously we're no one to comment on anyone's relationship, but just putting this in like a very generic kind of situation, I feel like you cannot build an empire alone. You need a team, you need someone beside you, by your side, who understands what you're going through, kind of understands the ups and downs of the business, because not everyone would. And that too, seeing so much of like history with them, and like both of them know their the ticks and the vices. So it's like, do you really want to lose that person? But it's amazing that they're staying friends at the end of the day.
That, like, it's obviously a very copacetic breakup and a very amicable breakup where they said, okay, we still want each other in each other's lives. But you made such a good point that you want someone beside you. And I was out with friends yesterday and one person watched a video where CEO was explaining that when one employee gets Employee of the Month, they get 2 months' salary, and their spouse gets 1 month of the guy's salary as well.
Oh, wow.
And when he was asked why, and his answer was basically, when you're in a relationship and you are the Employee of the Month, you're obviously giving up your time to serve the company. And that means that the person that you're with isn't receiving as much attention. So they deserve that money as well because they're giving something up on your behalf.
That's actually so insightful of the CEO to do so.
Yeah.
Because not only is that person giving up the time, but that then you have the spouses rooting for each other, wanting each other to do well, to do better. And it's not because of like, at the end of the day, incentives do come a little into play, of course, but at the same time, it's just like, like you both benefit from this and you both get something out of it. So it's like a very insightful thing. Obviously, it can go wrong. Like in every situation, so many things can go wrong. And it's like, oh, is this person just being greedy? Like, does this person want me to do well because he's getting something out of it? But
I think it's understanding at what point you're in a relationship, like at what point of the relationship you're in. Same with me. And just seeing like how are we working with each other and where are we going wrong and what do we want out of this, and having that mutual understanding of, okay, we're in different stages of our lives right now, we want different things, this isn't going to work out, because it's almost selfish if I'm working the whole time and I expect you to be there for me.
But traditionally, that is how it's done, Like, I know we've changed so much and evolved in terms of like individuals and like as genders, and like everyone wants to thrive now. But like traditionally, that's what was done, like one person really makes the living.
High key, I didn't even think of it like that.
Sits there and supports and gives a constant like focus on the family, this and that. But the one thing I feel like they are just doing right at this point is staying in each other's lives, being friends, like respecting each other in that
Yeah.
space that we have been there for each other for so long, and let's not lose out on that. And maybe later you just don't know what you know.
That is true. You never know where life will take you. Like,
Exactly.
you might just like circle back to each other and go like, "Hey, we're in a better place in our lives.
Yeah.
Like, let's give this another go." Because that does happen more than we know.
Yeah. It's like you do want to focus on yourself. Like, I get it. Like, you do want to build an empire with someone, but at the same time, if you feel like that attention needs to be focused just from you by yourself to something, like you don't want to divide your attention, like it's completely the person's prerogative.
Fully, literally, like everyone has their different roles in life and different purposes in life. But for me, like seeing the video, two thoughts: like, what is his end goal? Because like, what's fulfilling him inside? If
Yeah.
his company is doing that, then amazing for him. But also like the production value of the entire
Because we love seeing
video.
them together.
We love seeing them together,
and
but
their
also
videos
like,
together. Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like a lot of people just sent out a tweet saying we decided to go separate ways, but this was a full-on production,
Behind this, yeah. But that's what they're best at,
I know.
That's like explaining stuff, giving context to things, and that's what they were a power couple, like such a like people looked up to them, like content
That is
creators.
true.
Like that was a dream.
That was a dream.
Yeah.
Well, look how that turned out. It's just sad. I don't know. I feel like the whole situation's sad, but for you to film it, it's almost you're rehashing stuff to the public because the public deserve that side of the relationship, and also it seems almost scripted to know what you're going to be saying.
Yeah, I mean, like whatever it is, at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of couples out there, they needed something like that to just see like, okay, this is okay, this is normal, this does happen, and you do move on from it, you do talk about it, you are open about it, it's like you don't just brush stuff under the carpet. Like have an open conversation, address the issues, and then see where you want things going. And I feel like this video really put things in perspective.
You're really glass half full today. Like I'm seeing things from one perspective and you're making me understand yours.
Shahir, that's because you never listen to me. We have our own problems going on in this relationship, I'll tell you that much. But our next story is sold for 128 million dirhams. Now, fashion mogul Omar Kamani breaks in other Dubai land records. So, former Pretty Little Thing CEO, oh my gosh, I love that brand. And they have this whole theme song. Pretty Little Thing. Maybe they don't, I don't know. But it's stuck in my head. So Omar Kamani has once again made headlines for breaking the record for the largest land sale in Dubai. Now, Kamani recently sold a portion of Jumeirah Bay Island for 128 million dirhams, marking his second record-breaking sale in just a month. And this follows his sale of a 30,000 square foot undeveloped plot on the island for over 123.3 million dirhams in April. Now, in a remarkable turn of events, Kamani purchased the same plot of land just 2 years ago for a modest 73.4 million dirhams, making a profit of approximately 74.8 million dirhams with the recent sale combined with his previous land sale. Now, Kamani has generated a total of nearly 257.16 million dirhams from these transactions. So,
Jumeirah Bay Park Island, situated off the coast of Dubai, is renowned for its exclusive properties and breathtaking views of the city skyline. The fact that Kamani's sale has set a new record reflects the growing interest from global investors and buyers in the unique landscape. Now, Omar Kamani, who founded Pretty Little Thing in 2012 and sold his remaining stake in 2020, has established himself as a prominent fashion entrepreneur. And at the age of 35, he acquired the plot of land on Jumeirah Bay Island in 2017 for $8 million and recently sold it to an undisclosed buyer for $34 million, like we mentioned before. So Jumeirah Bay Island is part of a man-made archipelago. I'm not sure what that was called. The World Atlas Project, comprising approximately 300 islands designed in the shape of the world map. Dubai has become a popular destination for expats, with an estimated 250,000 Britons now calling it home. Expats make 90% of the city-state population. Over the past 3 decades, the region has experienced rapid developments, attracting investments from around the world to capitalize the city's growth potential. Sorry, I had a Braveheart moment.
So, in addition to his successful business ventures, Omar Kamani made headlines in April 2023 when he announced a decision to step down as CEO of Pretty Little Thing after 10 years. Now, Kamani, along with his brother Adam, founded the company in 2012 and transformed it into a global brand worth an estimated of 17.34 billion dirhams. And Pretty Little Thing is renowned for its collabs with celebs such as Kylie Jenner, Khloe Kardashian, Little Mix, Emma Owen, and so many more names. But yeah, exciting news. I wish we had him on the show just to like ask him about his thought process of investing in such developments, you know, like knowing way ahead of time that this is something that would potentially pick up and pick up massively, because a lot of times people invest and it never bears fruits.
I think he's just an insane businessman.
Yeah.
Like, for you to come up with Pretty Little Things, and I'm looking at their site now. I remember the first time I saw one of my friends shop on this specific site, I was like, there's a general sense of like luxury that I didn't see in ASOS. Like, I don't really know other besides Boohoo Man. Like, Pretty Little Things always set themselves apart, and he's obviously a man. And for him to come up with a brand and understand the demographic, the target audience, and how to sell Pretty Little Things, and for him to go on to take all these other projects and know exactly how to go about it, like, you just have to be an insane businessman, like so well at what you do.
Exactly,
that
very true.
There's no other option but to win.
Yeah, and this goes on to show that, you know, betting on Dubai, very seldom can you go wrong.
I know, right?
You know, like you have all like what he invested in 2 lands, you know, like plots of lands, no construction, nothing, and like after a couple of years you sell it and you're just like minting money, you know, like minting money out of that. But of course, it's not like a fairy tale ending for a lot of people.
I know. Well, let's keep hopeful.
Investments are such a gamble. Like,
it is,
you
but
just have to be ready to lose that money if you're gonna invest.
I feel like that's so true. Exactly. You actually took the words out of my mouth. But I feel like anything in life is a gamble in that way. You know, like a job that you're about to take, like you don't know whether or not like you're gonna like it for the most part. You know, so I don't know. I just feel like there's a certain level where it's luck and good karma, and the other elements are being a smart businessman. Yeah, of course. And it's like research. You have to do your due diligence. It's not like, you know what, I see this, I see potential, just invest, or like, you know what, my luck is bad right now, I'm not going to do it. It's like you do your due diligence, for sure.
right? You do your research. What's going to come of this in 10 years, 20 years? You do the market research. You play, all those factors come into play before you put your money into something. So it's not like you blindly do it. You need to have
I feel backing. Like people like him have business advisors at the same time. So they're like, hey, go for it now, because in 5 years, boy oh boy, are you gonna be happy. So I think like, there's just a lot of elements that play into it. Are we envious? No. We're jealous, but we're happy for him.
We're happy.
We're not envious.
What we need are those business advisors.
Yeah.
And that brain. The business acumen.
For sure. And honestly, like, look at his gram. He is thriving. Like,
if he holds a workshop right now, I will sell my kidney to go attend it.
I will sell the other kidney to go attend it as well.
Okay, on that note, I think we're getting a little morbid here.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back with you same time, same place tomorrow, but not with me, but Alibaba instead.
So basically the schedule is tomorrow Alibaba, then Casey's back on Friday. So there is your Lovin Dubai schedule for the week. 2 more days.
2 more days, and that is it.
So weekend. Oh, I can't wait for the 3-day weekends to roll out eventually one day. Who knows?
Collectively, if we all pray together, hopefully we'll attract that energy.
I think we should hold a community prayer to just attract a 3-day weekend. 3-day weekend. That's
for sure.
That's it. That's all we need. I feel like that'll solve 90% of our problems.
For sure. For sure.
Up to 60%. 30%.
I'd be so happy. I would be so happy that extra day. Guys, community prayer. We'll give you the time and place, but for now, goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.